Hey everybody, it's Josh here, and in this video I'm going to be showing the simple 3-step process to find profitable products to resell on Amazon using the online arbitrage strategy. So in just a moment we're going to be cutting to my browser where I've got 2 examples to share with you, one in the US and one in the UK. I think you're going to be very excited by the profitability and the opportunity of these 2 products, but they're simply an example of what is possible and quite simply how you can make money by just shopping online. So without further ado, let's switch over to my browser and I'll show you exactly how this works. Okay, so we're going to be starting in my browser here, and we're actually on Amazon.com right now, but that's not where we're going to start, because the way the strategy works is that we're going to be using online retailers to find products at a discount that we can resell on Amazon for a profit. As some of you probably already know, this is known as online arbitrage. We call it reselling because we do it slightly different to how most other people do it. We have our own way of working it, but essentially it's more or less the same thing. So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to start on a website. Now, the way a lot of people do this is that they'll start with the product, and that's called reverse search sourcing. So you find a product that you like, you go find somewhere to buy it at a discount, and then you buy it and resell it. Simple, right? But I found one of the best ways to do it is to actually start with the store itself, because it gives you the opportunity to find more products. So the example that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is a website called Best Buy, which I'm sure many of you in the US are familiar with, perhaps even in the UK and beyond as well. I'm based in the UK, as you can probably tell from my accent, but this model that I'm going to be sharing with you on this video can be done from anywhere in the world. So if you live in the US, it's best to sell in the US. If you live in the UK, it's best to sell in the UK. But if you live anywhere else in the world, you can pick whichever marketplace you want to sell in, and these exact same strategies apply. Let's talk about this 3-step process. So step number 1 is you need to find a store to buy a product from. So chances are, if you're watching this video right now, you've bought from an online retailer at some point in your life. If you haven't, don't worry, it's very easy to do, but if you have, I've got good news for you. It is literally as simple as that. All you have to be able to do is order products online. So I've come onto bestbuy.com. Now, what we do when we go onto the website, whether it be Best Buy or any other, you need to find the section of their website where they host discounted products. It will be called deals, offers, clearance, sale, insert word that means you're going to get money off. And I can see on Best Buy's homepage they have an outlet deals section, clearance, open box, and more. So if I click into view outlet deals, I can actually scroll through hundreds and hundreds of discounted products that I might be able to buy nice and cheap and then resell at on Amazon for the full price. So just looking at the different categories they have here, they have computers and tablets, TV, home and theatre. So this stuff's a little bit big for me. I like smaller, lightweight products to sell on Amazon. It's not a rule as such, more of a guideline I like to adhere to. Major appliances wouldn't be for me. I would sell small home appliances and things like that, kitchen appliances, countertop, coffee machines and stuff like that. But we need nice big profits. But where I see some of my best profits is in the categories like video games, audio, office, cameras, stuff like that. There's some really good profits to be had. So for this example, I actually have one in the audio category. So I did a little bit of work just ahead of this video to save us the time of combing through, but let me just very briefly show you how I found it. So I went through into the audio section. Now on Best Buy, they do have used condition items as well, which we kind of want to remove from our analysis because we're only looking for new condition items. And the reason for that is because we're sort of going based on data on Amazon's website, right? And it shows you data for people buying new condition items. Brands like Beats, they're owned by Apple, and Apple is locked down pretty hard on Amazon, so third-party sellers like ourselves can't sell it. That's totally fine because there's millions of other brands that we can sell. These looked great, but they're used condition. So anyway, what I ended up finding after just a few minutes of combing through that deal section was this set of earbuds here. So it's a JBL wireless earbud set. Was $199.99, currently selling for $70.99, which is a really good deal, right? Nice big discount. But now what we need to establish is it selling for more on Amazon? If it is, then we might have ourselves what we call a deal here. A deal is a product that we can buy at a discount and sell it for a profit on Amazon. That's what I would consider a deal. So anyway, what we would do next in step 2 is to identify the product, which we've done. So step 2 is to identify the product. Step 1 is to identify the store. Step 3 is to take this product and analyze it on Amazon to see if it's profitable. Are people actually buying it and all that good stuff? And then we can make a decision as to how many we'd actually invest in order to profit from it. So there's 2 ways in which we can actually look these up on Amazon. Number 1 is to perform what we call a title search. And this is the title, it's the title of the product. We just highlight it like I just did there, right click, copy, and then we go over to Amazon and do a search for it. So that's how we do it most of the time. But Best Buy actually produce, or they actually provide to us the UPC number of the product. And for anyone who's not familiar with the UPC number, it's the barcode number. So on the back of the product packaging, you'll have a barcode, and underneath it there's a little number. That number is actually used to power Amazon's product catalog. So when people create listings on Amazon, because Amazon's system works on a catalog basis, so if you wanted to sell a product, you look it up based on the barcode, you tell Amazon you have one of those to sell, or 3 of those to sell, 10 of those to sell, however many you have to sell, how much you want to charge, and that's it. You don't have to take product photos, you don't have to write descriptions or anything like that. Somebody's already done that hard work for you, which makes this model even more exciting. So in any case, we can use that UPC number that I was just talking about, paste it into the search box, and it should now hook that up to the exact listing on the Amazon website, which it has. There we go, JBL Tour Pro Plus. And we have here JBL Tour Pro Plus. So it's the exact same product, looked up, matched up based on its UPC number. Now what we need to do is click through to the listing to perform our actual analysis. So what we have, what you might see here that's a little bit different perhaps to your product page, is this Chrome extension that's overlaid on my Amazon product page. So it's called BuyBot Pro, and essentially what it allows us to do is to pull back the curtain on any product on Amazon's platform and establish, could we make money selling this? It does a whole lot more than that as well, as you'll see, but that's kind of the key thing. That's the overlying purpose of the product. And it has a built-in profit calculator, so we can tell BuyBot Pro how much we can buy it for, and tell it how much we'd like to try and sell it for, and it will work out after all the fees and everything like that's taken into account, after Amazon's fees, their commission, their fulfillment, because we ask Amazon to take care of storage, picking, packing and shipping for us, so they will actually take care of all of that. So that's why I was saying earlier on in the video, it doesn't matter where you're based in the world, this strategy works, because you can order these products, have them delivered to Amazon via a third-party prep center, and then they're stored, picked, packed and shipped from there. So in any case, this tool will take care of all those costs and figure it out for us. So right now, the first thing that I notice here is that it actually says no featured offers available. So typically on Amazon's website, if we just go find another product real quick, there is such thing as the buy box. If you spent any time researching Amazon, selling on Amazon, you might be familiar with the buy box. So if I'll just show you what that is. If I just scroll on down, because it's being pushed down by my BuyBot Pro extension, this here, where it says $39.99, add to cart, buy now, this is the buy box. So what will happen is our offer, if we were to sell this, would get inserted into that area there. Now the reason it's not showing up on this product page is likely because there aren't any new offers currently available, or all of the offers are used condition. So what we can do is just scroll on down to where that section should be, and there will likely be a button to see more offers. So if we click see all buying options, we can see that there are 2 offers available for this product right now by 2 different sellers, Seller 101 and Wireless Cloud. These 2 sellers have this product for sale, but you might also notice that the condition is used like new. So this person is charging $81.30, used like new. This person here, $102.95. So based on that, we're selling new. So already we can buy this new for less than they're trying to sell it for in used condition. So the other great thing that BuyBot Pro gives us access to, like I said, we can pull back the curtain on the data of the product, is we can actually see how much it's sold for previously in new condition. So this chart shows me right now that there are currently, look, you see lowest new and FBA price. There's no blue or purple line there, which tells me that there is currently, and over the last 90 days, has not been any new offers for this product on the listing. That might not sound like a good thing, but actually it's a really good thing, because it means we could buy these and come into the market kind of wherever we want. We could pick our own price, but we'd like some data to go on. So if we extend this chart out over to 365 days, we can see that in June and July of 2024, I'm filming this video in January of 2025, Amazon had it in stock for $199.95. Back a bit further, they had it in stock at $99.99. But if we blow this chart out over the entire lifetime of the product, which is 4 years, 4 and a bit years worth of data we have here, we can see that it spent most of its time at the higher price of $199.95. And based on the fact that nobody else is selling that, I'm pretty confident that we could achieve that. So what do? We scroll up the page here, and this is where we do the actual calculation. So we've got the buy price of $70.99, and then what we do is enter our sell price of $199.95, because that's what we've established we'd likely be able to achieve for the product based on the data, right? We're not just putting a finger in the air and having a guess. We are literally looking back at historical data. Now, history has a way of repeating itself when it comes to products selling online. That's based off of years and years and years worth of experience. I've been selling on Amazon since 2014, and that is the one pattern that I've seen. So based on that cost price and that sell price, BuyBot Pro has now calculated that we'd be able to profit $101.67 for each one of these that we sold. That's key, because we wouldn't buy just one. We'd probably buy 3 or 5 or maybe even 10 of these. Now you might wonder why we'd only buy that small amount, and why, if we could get incredible profit like this, why wouldn't we just go buy 100 of them? That's a really good question. And the reason for it is that, honestly, online retailers don't like it when people go placing large orders for multiple, large quantities of single items. Why? Because it flags up on their fraud systems. Because typically what happens if someone has their card cloned, their credit card cloned, what those people do is they'll go and place orders for high value products like this in large quantities. So those orders automatically get cancelled. So in order to fly under the radar and not get our orders cancelled, we place small orders for small quantities. So 3 to 5 I found to be the sweet spot. Plus it has the added benefit of diversifying our inventory, so that we don't just have loads and loads and loads of the same stuff. We can take $1,000, for example, and buy 5 or 6 different products. Therefore our risk is reduced, and we are much more likely to make sales sooner rather than later. Let's assume that we did buy 5, and we want to know how much we'd make if we did buy 5 of them. So we can just enter into the quantity box there 5, hit enter on the keyboard, and BuyBot Pro in the details section down here will give us a calculation of how much we'd be likely to make if we were to buy 5. So you can see here, just from one single product that took me minutes to find, I can make $508.34. And if you're wondering about costs and fees and everything like that, it has indeed been taken into account. So if I just go over total costs and hover over that, you can see that our referral fee, in fact, I just need to change this back to 1 because those numbers were for all 5 units. So let's just change that back to 1. And if we hover over the total costs, you can see that the referral fee, which is Amazon's commission for allowing you to sell on their platform, you'd pay them $23. Storage fee. So storage is charged monthly because, like I was saying earlier on, we ship our products to Amazon's fulfillment centers where they are stored until they are sold. So this is taking 1 month's storage into account, which would cost us a measly 3 cents. So it costs virtually nothing to store it there. Then we have Amazon's FBA fulfillment fee. So the cost for Amazon to pick it, pack it, and ship it to our customer on our behalf is only going to cost us $4.26. And when you total up all those fees, Amazon's going to charge us a grand total of $27.29, which, when we take out our cost, that's how we end up with a profit total of $101.67. Now, if you're worrying about buying multiples, like if I buy 3 or if I buy 5, are they going to sell? Well, the other great thing about BuyBot Pro is it actually gives us that information as well. How many is it selling? So under this estimated sales section, you can see, if I hover over it, we can see a monthly breakdown. So I'm filming this video in mid-January, so we've only got half of January's data right now. And I will say that this is also a conservative estimate. They say estimated sales because nobody knows exactly how many times per month the product is selling, unless you are the only one selling it. Then you'll kind of know, right? Because you're getting all the sales. But when there are multiple different people selling it, nobody really knows how many are being sold. So BuyBot Pro tends to underestimate. Typically, in my experience, it's 10 to 20% out on the low end. So that's a good way to look at it because we don't want to overestimate sales volume. So based on the fact that it was selling $199.95 back in July of 2024, I can see here, July 2024, it sold 27 units. So if I buy 5, I'm the only one selling this new. I'm quite confident that within the next 2 weeks, I've got my investment back. So in the next 2 weeks, as long as I could get it into Amazon's fulfillment center, I could potentially make somewhere in the region of about $500 off of an investment of what, 5 sevens, around about $250. I could make $500 profit. So not a bad investment, I think you'll agree. So that is an example for the US marketplace. And like I said, you can do this in any marketplace. So just quickly, before we finish up here, I want to show you the same thing over on the UK marketplace. So this is an example that I found on the HyperX website. We're on HyperX UK. I'm in the sales section, exactly the same as what we just did on the Best Buy website. And most websites have a sales section of some description. And they also have, and you'll probably see this flashback over here, use code JAN20 to get an additional 20% off almost anything. So assuming that discount is going to apply to this product, which I suspect it will, we can actually buy this at $39.99 in the sale. It was $84.98, so that brings that down very, very nicely. but that's a really, really nice discount. So what we do here is exactly the same thing. Step 1, we've already achieved. We've found a store to buy products from. Step 2 is to find a product that's available at a discount. Step 3 is now to take that product and research it on Amazon to perform some analysis. So the exact same thing applies. They don't provide a UPC number on this website, so what we're going to have to do is do a title search. So I've highlighted it, right-click, copy, heading over to amazon.co.uk. I'll just show you that process without going straight to it. So we go to amazon.co.uk. We run a search, and then what we want to do is try and find that product. Now I do believe we're going to have to just add in wired, because it is the wired version, and the wireless version keeps coming up in my research. This is the one we want to match it to. So we can see 50 plus people bought this in the last month, which is wonderful to see. Based on the fact that we can buy it at let's assume the discount coupon doesn't work, right? I just need to switch my settings here to the UK because it calculates things ever so slightly different. So based on UK numbers, assuming the seller was brand new and not VAT registered, let's see what that would work out at. So $39.99 cost, sell price of $71.60. Once that calculates out, we're going to profit somewhere in the region of, there we go, £11.55 for a 28.88% ROI. Okay, so not as impressive as the US example. That's like, we don't find examples like that every single day, but it just happened to be the first one that I came across during my research before I recorded this video. But even if we were to buy 5 of these, we can still make £50 profit off of a very small investment. But let's say that coupon did work and we were able to get 20% discount using Jan20. We can actually apply that discount automatically in BuyBot Pro without having to, I don't know about you guys, but I'm no good at mental maths. So what I'm going to do is either select one of the pre-programmed discounts, so you can do buy one get one free or 2 for 1 or whatever the deal might be. They don't have a 20% discount automatically programmed in, so I can just put a custom in there, 20%, hit enter, and it's going to recalculate the profits based on that discount. So now, look at that, it's transformed the deal. We make nearly double the profit. We'd make £19.55 for a 61.11% ROI. Once again, selling in great volume, so you can see that no matter which marketplace you do this in, you can absolutely operate this model. And like I said at the beginning, if you have ever bought a product from an online retailer, this model is as simple as that. You basically get paid to go shopping online. Now, of course, I've used 2 websites that I'm familiar with here, and you don't necessarily need mine. Whilst that would help, we do have a resource that we share exclusively with our clients where I've put together over 1,000 websites that I've bought from over the past, or since 2014, the websites that I've used myself, our team has used, our clients have used, over 1,000 websites that we know to have regular discounted opportunities that you'd be able to buy from. But look, at the end of the day, if you've shopped on a website before, there's a good chance they have a sales section that you could tap into and see for yourself if you'd be able to find these discounted products that are selling for more on Amazon. Okay, everybody, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to drop us a comment below letting us know what you loved about it, what you're excited about, and what you learned. And if you did enjoy it, drop us a like as well. And be sure to subscribe because we're going to have more videos just like this coming your way. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.